Welcome to part 2 of service dominant logic, a new way, a new management philosophy. And I want to explain the differences between the classical and neoclassical theory of goods dominant logic and service dominant logic. The starting point within goods dominant logic, and you can see that on the upper part of the slide, is a product. And we distinguish between products or between physical goods and services using 4 criteria. So a physical good usually is a material good, whereas a service is a high part is immaterial or intangible. So services cannot be felt, smelled, tasted, or inspected upfront, observed upfront. The second criteria is the integration of an external factor. Think about a hairdresser. Of course, the customer, which is bringing in the hair, is highly relevant also for the result at the end of the day. The next criteria is inseparability of production and consumption. So think about a lesson. The production of the service is taking place simultaneously to the process of the students consuming the lesson. And the last characteristic is lack of storage and transportability. So services cannot be stored, they cannot be produced and then put on stock, nor can they be transported. Think about a hotel room, for example. The hotel room is provided, and if it's not taken, then the value expires. And although the costs arise at the site of the service provider, there's no sales coming in, so the service expires. Now let me come to the world of service dominant logic, and here we start with a service. And the difference is, this is more or less the starting point as seen as a process. Service is a process in which something useful is created for or together with, let's say, a beneficiary, the customer, which we call an actor. The customer is also an actor like other actors, like the service provider themselves. And the service can be a direct service. Think about a gardener who mows the lawn 3 times a week, and the benefit, the value is the green grass cut to exactly 2 centimeters. Or an indirect service would be a lawnmower or a lawn robot, which cuts the grass automatically, and the benefit is the same. At the end of the day, the only value which is relevant is the nice green grass. And it can also be provided through money. So for example, a financial services provider provides a loan to a person, and by the help of this loan, any other benefit can be achieved. Okay, why do I stress this logic? Why do I think that service dominant logic is a really valuable theory in order to understand how modern businesses, especially platform businesses, work? So we all discuss the climate change, the lack of resources, of raw material, and we know that it's highly complex to get into the world of the customer and really understand their needs and wants. And within this value co-creation idea, the sense is to integrate the resources of the customer and to incorporate their knowledge, their skills, their capabilities. Because this is the context of the customer, and the customer knows best what is of value for him. And the sense of the value provider, the service provider, is to only provide a so-called value proposition, and then let the customer and other actors bring in their resources in order to co-create value at the end of the day. And value for all actors is not just to make profit or to consume. It's to really increase the quality, let's say the quality of life for the customer, or also to create more innovation, because the customer is giving feedback, bringing in their own ideas in order to, as a feedback to support the company to produce better products at the end of the day.